All right. What's going on, guys? This is Rookie with TechBud Solutions. Welcome to our FOMC live stream. This is where we will see what happens with the Federal Reserve as they announce the next, I'm sorry, it's not an interest rate hike, it's FOMC minutes. So this is pretty much just a report or a summary on what happened on the previous interest rate hike and who pretty much voted for what. So I really hope that you learned something new. Again, this isn't a very important report in comparison to the other ones, but let me go ahead and just start sharing my screen. I hope that you enjoy this. If you do, please consider dropping a thumbs up and subscribing if you feel like we earned it. Let me go ahead and share the screen there. Here we go. We got QQQ. It looks like we've had a nice little rip up to recover from that nice little rip down. As of right now, market is still getting rejected by this moving average. As we can see, lower highs and lower lows. We have our second buy signal of the day, but again, that means absolutely nothing, especially before a report is about to be released. You can look up the report. Again, the Federal Reserve is going to be releasing this report. It's at 2 p.m. Eastern time, which is in less than 5 minutes. I personally don't care too much about the FOMC minutes report, right? I mean, you could look into it, you can read into it, but at the end of it, the market's going to digest it quicker than you can read it, right? And I think that's what's most important to understand is that why try to predict the future when all you need to do is prepare for it, right? If you're cash and if you're ready, it doesn't matter if the market goes up or it doesn't matter if the market goes down. If you have the option of going long or short, right, by simply focusing on one thing, and that's market direction, then why not do so? So if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the live chat. And if you want to partake in the live chat, it should be that little sidebar you see on the right-hand side if you're tuning on in live. You do have to be subscribed to the YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed, you will not be able to partake in that live chat. So on the 1 minute time frame, we have QQQ testing this moving average as a resistance. So what used to act as a support level here, right? We bounced here, we bounced here, we bounced here, and then got rejected at that same resistance. What used to act as a support level is now acting as a resistance level. It's a very simple setup. But again, less than 4 minutes. We have 4.5 minutes before the FOMC minutes report comes out. I missed the huge sell-off. It's all good. What if another huge sell-off happens shortly after the FOMC minutes report, right? Let's see. You bull or bear? I'm cash. I don't care which way the market goes right now. As of right now, based off of recent patterns, and by recent I mean for like the past week and week and a half, we've been a little bit more on the bearish side, right? Lower highs, lower lows, consistently showing signs of a descending pattern. That's the kind of selling pressure we're seeing, right? So as of right now, everything looks more bearish than bullish, but we all know that the bulls can come back in a matter of seconds. But I don't know if you guys have noticed this about the market. Maybe not if you're a little bit newer, but these market sentiments come in waves, right? There's these waves of everything is so bullish. And even if bad news is released, they still figure out a way on how to make it sound bullish or make it feel bullish, right? And this is when we see these higher highs and higher lows. As of right now, it didn't matter after the CPI data report. It didn't matter after recent reports. It just seems like the market is really struggling because now we have a wave of bearishness, right? This is that we're forming lower highs and lower lows and that we are actively selling off, right? The price action has been tricky. I completely agree with you, Jasmine. And this is just one thing to remind yourself. If you are seeing that you are having trouble trading with these conditions because you are indecisive, you are unsure if you don't know the market's going to go up, right? Because when you look at this on the day chart, we do not know if this thing is going to begin to sell off and we have a huge gap down or if it's actually going to begin to recover. Do not put yourself in a position that you are not ready for, right? If you suck at managing risk, buying an early position is probably not in your best interest, right? And know that about yourself. It's not that you're always going to suck at risk management. It's just that your experience is not there yet. And that's okay, right? You would rather be proactive in the sense of you're self-aware enough rather than destructive enough. And it really comes down to how bad you want it. I get asked all the time, yo, how do I stay so disciplined? Or how can you stay so disciplined? Or how can you be so consistent? Or It literally just comes down to how bad you want it. You can come up with every excuse on why not to do something, and you only need one on why to do it, right? So we have less than 1 minute left. Less than 1 minute left for the FOMC minutes report to be released. Remember, we've said this once and we'll say it again. Close your position now if you do not want to partake in the market's movement, right? You are the only person at fault if you put yourself in a position in which you cannot tolerate. It's not to scare you, but it's just for you to understand that you are in control. If you refuse to do so, then that is the position that you are choosing to put yourself in. If you reap the benefit of a rally, then great. But just so you are aware, it's you do these things in advance, not during, because then again, you're going to make an impulsive decision. So again, I hope that we're in your thumbs up. I hope that you enjoy this. Thank you for 1,000 likes on the previous video. And we have 10 seconds left until the FOMC minutes report comes out. And let's try to see what we can make out of this one. Here we go. FOMC is out. Bada bing, bada boom. More selling pressure. Oh, let's see it. Nope, it looks bearish. Are the bulls going to find a reason to fight back? That moving average is too strong. Look at that. Watch for the break below the EMA. Watch for progress. We're looking for lower lows, right? This is the first minute. Let's see how the market digests this report. For those that are wondering, we're looking at QQQ right now. QQQ is a NASDAQ ETF. It's a 1-for-1. So for every 1% that NASDAQ market moves, this is identical, okay? What's going on? Stay green. What's up, brother? Here it goes. Testing EMA, testing. Testing previous resistance. Acting as a potential support. Watch it break below and watch the selling pressure follow. Let's see if it follows. Oh, we got a sell signal. But again, it's on the minute time frame. Minute time frame means nothing, right? We all know that. Can I get a show of hands? How many times have you guys tried to trade? Again, I trade on the minute. I love looking at the 1 minute time frame. Don't get me wrong, but I have experienced such a higher success rate trading on the 5 minute or any larger time frame, right? Because we tend to make less impulsive decisions. Let me know what you guys think. How many of you guys have made impulsive decisions by trading on the 1 minute time frame? Oh, we got confirmation. Oh, shoot, it just faked out on me. Oh, we got confirmation. Oh, it just faked out on me. So what platform am I using? I'm using the Webull trading application. You do not have to. It's available to everyone in the US. I do have a link. You don't have to use it. But if you use my link and deposit $5 when you sign up for Webull, you'll receive up to 12 free shares when you sign up, but it has to be on your initial deposit. So just a heads up. I mean, this is kind of like slow right now, right? We're testing EMA as a support. We're testing the descending moving average as a resistance. And there it goes. We got QQQ selling off. Previous support, 363.64. Do you guys remember yesterday we talked about how low can QQQ go? That kind of rhymed. I'm like ludicrous. But we were talking about the 365 support, right? So because of the past couple of days, we've had a common support range at 365, 365. We held above it yesterday, but today, oh boy, did we drop below it. We're at 364.35, and it is still actively selling off. Look at that. You just have to understand market sentiment. Market sentiment is extremely, extremely bearish. And that's the direct, it's not rocket science. You can be super emotional about it. You can, middle fingers, it doesn't matter, right? Your opinion doesn't matter. My opinion doesn't matter. Your emotions don't matter. It's not about that, right? It's very simple. Right now, the market is struggling. Lower highs, lower lows. You're either with it or you're against it. And it's just the kind of period of time that we're in right now. It's not that it's going to be like this forever. This is just the current market sentiment, right? A lot of people were not complaining when NASDAQ was forming nonstop higher highs and higher lows, right? So you can't complain when it's struggling to try to recover, right? It comes in sessions. You'll be okay. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't be too aggressive. If you see that you are messing up a lot, the one thing that I would do is size down. When you're messing up in this market, it normally costs you money. So this is where we size down so it costs you less money, because if you are experiencing a lower success rate, then respect yourself, right? Respect yourself enough that you put yourself and you open yourself to less risk. So there it goes, lower lows, still selling off. Right. That drop is brutal. This is almost better than the CPI data report, huh? With the way that it moved. I mean, it's not too significant if we look at SQQQ. It's solid, right? From overall lows to overall highs. If you were a perfect trader, it's still less than 1%. So be realistic with yourself. Even if you missed out on that play, it's less than 1%. It's nothing crazy. Right? 1% moves happen multiple times within the day. I mean, this was a more significant move, right? Do not kick yourself when you're down because you're too hard on yourself with something that really you shouldn't be too hard on, right? If you manage your risk, if you cut losses, that is a more important habit to have rather than being perfect. We have a very obvious resistance that we're going to be testing up here right around $20 a share. If we break above $20 a share for SQQQ, then, I mean, that's where the bears can really begin to, pick up some ground. That's probably when I will step on the gas on SQQQ. But there's no reason to overcomplicate it. You guys know that the only people that I like making fun of when they're down, it's never the bears, it's never the bulls. I don't care if I'm on the opposite trade of you guys. I've had many days where I call something out and I'm like, look, it came out according to plan, but, I'm never right 100% of the time, but the only people that I love laughing at are who? The ANC bag holders. You guys know what's up. But there's a reason behind it, right? Because, I mean, they're not traders. They're bag holders. A big, big difference. You guys know the deal. But other than that, again, I always want to remind you that, like, my success never takes away from yours unless you're an AMC bag holder, or vice versa, right? Your success never takes away from mine unless you're an AMC bag holder. We're totally joking. We just like to have fun. If that offends you, then, sorry for yourself. What was the CPI rate? I think you have the reports confused, man. It wasn't a CPI. It says FOMC minutes on the video, right? So FOMC minutes is just the reporting on our previous rate hike. It just tells us and gives us a better understanding of who voted for what and what the sentiment was for the Federal Reserve. So it's normally not too significant. We'll see what the market and how the market makes sense of it. But as of right now, it's gone from down here to back up here. But again, this was just being factored in. So it's pretty much where it was 30 minutes ago. I mean, that's literally where we're at, right? Nothing new has happened, nothing significant. I mean, we're still testing resistance. Could we break above and make new highs? 100%. Could we break below and begin to sell back off? Yes. Right now, we don't know. So what do we do when we are uncertain of its direction? When in doubt, cash out, right? Never be afraid to lock in profits or reduce your position size at uncertain times. All right. Let's see. I like that short squeeze AMC. So what do you think about Tesla? We can break down, again, if you're part of LPP, during those live sessions, I'd be more than happy to break down a stock for you. But I wanted to go live for about 15 minutes, a few minutes before, a few minutes after. There's nothing significant going on right now. It's just this was the FOMC minutes report. And again, I told you guys that if the video got 1,000 likes, I'd be more than happy to go live and experience this with you guys together. But again, as of right now, we got NASDAQ testing that same support range. There's nothing new here. Same support range down here. Same resistance range, which is the moving average. We have about 2 hours left until market closes. Remember, just don't overcomplicate it. We still have tomorrow and the day after that. So I'm excited to see what the market makes out of this. Is the market going to continue to form lower lows and lower highs? It definitely can, right? Especially with how it's looking right now. It's looking pretty bearish. It broke its significant support level at 365. I'm just excited to see if we continue to add more to SQQQ as the market sells off, or if we begin to recover, then we can close that out and maybe go long with some of the bulls, right? But not here to overcomplicate it, just here to follow the direction. So I appreciate you doing the live stream. Of course, Enrique, I appreciate your time. Thank you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe if you guys haven't done so already. And just remember, I work with one team and one team only. That is my LPP team. I'm not here to convince you that you need to join, but if you like these live sessions, just imagine experiencing one of these every single morning right when the market opens for about 30 minutes to an hour. I trade live with them. They are the only people that get to watch me trade live. It's not for you to copy. It's just for you to understand my thought process behind every single trade. And again, I offer nothing else. So if you want my time, if you want my assistance, if you want access to me, that is the only thing that I offer. It's not free. It's the second link in the description down below. We are running our biggest discount right now. So you either try to figure this out all on your own and how much money will you lose in doing so and how much time will you waste, or you can sign up and we have it all laid out for you. So I appreciate your time. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.